Good morning. Welcome to the Money Room. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Who's excited for 2022? Who's ready? Who's ready? It's been some time. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. Keep your notifications on. I'm going to need you to keep your notifications on because we're going to be diving deep. We're heading into 2022. I'm going to be coming through consistently, dropping some jewels, giving you guys the tools, the guidance you need to create a proper financial foundation, mindset, and money. That's what we on. Who is ready? Are you mentally prepared for 2022? Before we even get to the money part, are you mentally prepared? Are you mentally prepared? I'm going to give you guys the deets and what's going down on the webinar for December the 14th. We're going to do a vision board webinar. I'm excited. I'm going to give you guys the link in a couple days. We're doing a vision board webinar. I'm super excited. I'm going to give y'all the link. We're going live. We're going to be live on Facebook, IG, YouTube. Give me 1 second to tap in, guys. Make sure my IG fan is with us. I first want to do some Q&A on the money course. Do you have the money course? The money course was released on Black Friday, 30% off, went to the first 50 women. And I decided to keep it on 30% because I'm just feeling really good. I love you guys, and I always like to give y'all what you need. So I kept it on 30% off because it's not going to hurt or make or break me to. Why would I increase the price? I love you guys. I want y'all to have this information. This is really good information. And you need it. So we're going to keep it like that. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Money Room. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I help women dominate in mindset and money. I help women dominate in mindset and money. It's been a journey, guys. I've been sick for some days. I've tapped out for some days. Been learning so much on the back end. We're preparing something really dope. February 2022 for Charlotte. I'm super excited for it. But what we're going to dive in on this morning, before I dive into the Q&A of the money course this morning, you need to make sure you're on my email list. You need to make sure you text me the word money to 980-293-6012. The reason you need to make sure you're connected with your girl Finance Muslima is because I have so many dope things that's going to be launching, so many new fun and exciting things with mindset and money that you don't want to miss. So many heavy hitters I'm bringing onto my platform you don't want to miss. It's going to be a game changer, right? This information goes far beyond me. I'm well connected with a lot of really not just educated and dope professionals, but they're really getting to the bag. They're sharing their success, and they're willing to help more of the community, because this stuff, most importantly, guys, we got to get intentional. We got to get intentional. We have to set the tone for our day. First and foremost, we have to set the tone for our life, set the tone for the next hour of what we're doing, set the tone for this afternoon of what we're doing, set the tone for tonight and what we're doing, set the tone for tomorrow and what our plan is and what we're doing, living on a schedule, because every day needs to be productive. It needs to be peaceful. It needs to be us gaining more discipline every single day of avoiding distractions. They come in the form of people and things, and you don't need to get caught up with that when you're focusing on your life. We're not just talking about when you're focusing on money, when you're focusing on your life, because before the money, it's mindset. In order for you to get this transformed mindset, you got to avoid distractions. If the phone calls ain't about nothing, don't answer them. If the phone calls ain't about nothing, don't answer them, right? One crazy conversation can throw your whole day left. A person could call you and you know it's nothing in the midst of you creating something, and it throw you all the way, right? Especially when it's toxic, it's too much. It's no disrespect to the other people, but we gotta stay connected and stay tapped in into what fuels us up. Right now, what I want you to do, if I've ever helped you in any shape or form, if anything I've ever put out has helped you in any shape or form, anything you've ever purchased off my website help you in any shape or form, if you've ever had a conversation with me and it helped you in any shape or form, I want you to drop some hearts and share some love. Anything, have you ever purchased anything from me and it helped you in any shape or form? Drop some heart, share some love. If you ever came on my live and it helped you in any shape or form, drop some hearts and share some love. Anything you've ever purchased from me, the financial planner, the digital financial products, if you were able to get approved for credit cards, get out of debt, you know, better a relationship with, someone in your life, your friend, your husband, your children through mindset and what I speak on and teach and help you guys, drop a heart and share some love. Make sure you're on the email list so you can stay connected. www.faithfamilyfinance.co, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss all the loads of things that I have coming for you guys. And I may not be dropping through social media, dropping every single thing, but you're definitely going to get it through email and through a text. I wanted to do some Q&A on the money course. I want to address some questions. I want to address two questions personally that came to me about the money course. So if you're not familiar with the money course was launched on Black Friday, right? It is um a four like unit or four lessons, should I say. It's four lessons, 30% off. Should have been more expensive, but it's a lot of value, a lot of step by step, everything of how to do and what form to do and what you should be doing, right? I go from mindset to money. So, first question that I had, this is the first question. What do I do if I have a good job but not making enough money? That was a question that we had from a young lady from my DM. I posted and said, did anybody have any questions? This is what her question was. What do I do? Finance Muslima, what do I do if I have, a pretty decent job, but I'm just not making enough money? My answer to that would be, you know, first you have to say, okay, in your mind, you have a pretty decent paying job, depending on what your definition of making good income is, right? Whether it be $15, $20 an hour, $30 an hour, whatever your definition of good income is, or a pretty decent job. So you feel that that's a pretty decent job. So the first thing I would say is evaluate your situation. So if you feel that you're making enough income, but you still run out of money and you don't have enough, what you need to do is take a step back and evaluate your expenses and your income. Your expenses and your income. All right. What you should be doing, what you should do, you should have a financial planner. If you don't have one, go online to my website, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. Get you a financial planner. The reason that we feel the income versus expenses thing get a little bit crazy for us is because we're not writing it down, right? So this is what I would do. I would have my financial planner. Every week I would write down my expenses versus income, right? So if you say I have a pretty decent job, I make pretty decent money, but I don't know where my money is going, I need some help in that area. You need to read your bank statements for one. That's my first answer. My first tip, read your bank statements. Why read your bank statements? Why? Because your bank statement is going to tell you your lifestyle. Your bank statements are going to give back to you a visual aspect of what you spend your money on, a visual aspect of your activity, your spending activity. And when you read over your bank statement, you can then say, I'm doing too much of this. I'm shopping on Amazon too much. I'm eating out too much, right? Or you can say, I had a $5,000 deposit, and after I paid everything, only had $200 left. In that case, that means that you need to increase your cash flow. You need to make more money because the way you're currently living, you're exhausting your funds, right? So if the deposit you see on your bank statement $5,000, everything you prioritized and took care of the household, and you only had $200 left, you don't have enough funds. You've exhausted them. So two things you need to do. First thing is go back and go over your expenses, right? Figure out what it is you're paying for every single month. All of these things you have on auto draft. You got your rent, your car payment, your insurance, or whether it be your mortgage, your life insurance, your grocery bills, all of your subscriptions, your debt you paying off, tremendous amounts of credit card debt, all of these things you have on auto draft or coming out of your account. You need to go back and write out your expenses. That's why you should have a financial planner. You should be writing out your expenses. You have to physically write down to figure out where the shift is coming in at, right? So the deposit on your bank statement read $5,000, and then you look down after you swipe 1,000 times as well, just random places, out shopping, buying gas, the hair store, $100, all of this stuff, and you only had $200 left. You need to go back and look at your expenses. What can you decrease? I have this goal I'm trying to hit. You're saying in your mind, I want to get a business habitat. I want to invest in real estate. I want to start an Airbnb. Any of these things you want to do, but you feel like you don't have enough income if you're not building and utilizing business funds, which is a whole nother situation you should be doing, not using a 9 to 5 money, but you don't want to exhaust all of your 9 to 5 money and live check to check like that because you have nothing left. Go back and look at your expenses, figure out where you're spending, what you're doing. I'm telling you the trick. Read your bank statements. It will tell you your whole life. I got exposed of all of my habits, everything I was doing, too many drive-throughs, getting unhealthy and gaining so much weight anyways, which it wasn't good for me, right? You'll get to see your life flash before you when you physically read your bank statements. It will show you your activity, how you spend your money, what you're doing. And then you go make changes. You go make changes and adjust accordingly. When it comes to the income part, you should definitely find different ways where you could save more money once you go over your expenses and make some changes. But when it comes to the income, if you still need to increase your income, start you a business. Not a part-time side hustle. Start you a business, legalize it on the back end, get an LLC, get an EIN number, start building business credit, leverage bank money, leverage funding to get you something running that's going to bring you consistent money every single month, and let your job income fuel your household. But you still don't want to exhaust everything in a household. And then a lot of times, do you have an emergency fund? Ask yourself that question. Do I have any emergency fund? That's how I hit rock bottom in 2015. Had no extra savings. Life kept on happening. I didn't have anything stashed out where I could bust a move and not let my credit hit the low 500s and not experience the repossession when the month to month just kept coming so fast. And we all know this experience, right? We all know month to month comes really quick, especially when you're on limited funds. You're stressed about the next month coming because you haven't quite figured it out yet. I promise you, when you get your finances in order, take a look at your income versus expenses. You do the strategy I just taught you. It will help you lay back and be able to breathe and not be so stressed and the financial anxiety and depression that we low key be having, but people don't be knowing. And I know, and I call it silently suffering because I've done it before. It's a really painful thing. It hurts. Nobody likes it. I never want to experience it again, right? But it is what it is. If that's what you're personally going through, financial depression, financial anxiety, you're stressed, you're struggling about money, how you're going to make it work. I even gave y'all some tips. Go in my post and read the tips that I dropped for y'all to see. Good morning. Good morning. I said, are you financially struggling? Right? Not enough money, or you have money, you think it's enough, but it's not. You got to face your fears. You have to be real about who you are, what you're doing, and planning and being strategic, because that's what this money thing is about. In order to gain control of your life, you have to gain clarity, and you got to be real with yourself. So that would be my answer. That was my answer to the person that dropped the question that said, what do I do if I have a pretty decent paying job, but I still don't have enough money? That means you're exhausting your funds. You got to go back to the table and figure out what's going wrong. You need to work on 2022 before it comes. Financial planner sold out like 3-4 times last year. I'm super grateful and blessed. Thankful for you guys. Last year, 2020, before the new year started, November it launched. Get you a financial planner. Click the link in my bio. Go to the website. Get you a planner. Get started on your mindset and money goals. And also, the money course is in my bio as well. If you need a walkthrough, step-by-step tutorial, I always tell myself I'm financially struggling, even if I'm not. Be careful with that, because we have to, what we speak into ourselves is, we got to be intentional. So maybe instead of saying you're financially struggling, just say, you live in a disciplined lifestyle, because whatever the longevity goal is, whether it be investing, real estate, whatever the case may be, right? But yes, I like that. Always, always, always. So the money course is still 30% off. I'm going to leave it like that for you guys. And make sure you're on the email list, because we're going to do a vision board. We're going to do a vision board webinar. We're going to do it online. I'm going to do it. The date decided was December the 14th. So it's a Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to make sure you're on this vision board webinar, it's going to be really dope. It's going to be a lot of women from all over. We're going to do our vision boards together. I'm going to teach y'all and give y'all some mindset and money things to put on your webinar. To put on your vision board, because on our vision boards, we always say, get comfortable living a luxury life, right? Don't think that the luxury lifestyle can't be for you. That's fine and dandy. And we put our dream houses and our dream cars, whether it be a Bentley, whether it be you desire to buy some land. We put all of these things on our vision board. But in order for us to master that and get to the end goal, it got to be mindset first. And every day you need to be looking at something and be visually aware where your mindset is and having control of your day and your time and your money. So make sure you're on the email list, because we're going to have some fun, and we're going to do a really dope vision board webinar. It's going to be Tuesday, December the 14th at 8 p.m. And I'm doing this because I'm laying out and I'm going to give y'all step by step of how I do mines. And I'm going to do mines with y'all as well. But most importantly, we're going to do some strategy when it comes to vision boards. We're going to do strategy. We're not just throwing stuff out in the air, because this time right now, what I'm looking back on, last week, I was like, yo, how many things, or, I love whiteboards. I tell y'all, whiteboards in your home, write down your vision. How many things that I really accomplished off of here that I could say I've done this year, this month, this quarter. So it's not really about putting all these crazy things in the atmosphere. What are you really going to sacrifice and gain discipline to get done? So we're doing vision board with a strategy, and we're doing it with commitment. If that's you and that's what you're looking for, make sure you're on the email list, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. Make sure you're on the email list, because I always drop everything email or my text community before I do social media, because those are my tribe first. And I'll send out the link to the webinar and you could join in. Make sure you tell a friend, bring somebody. We're going to have fun with this. We're going to just have fun and create the vision, create the life that we want. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is only for serious people. This webinar is only for those that's going to willing to show up and commit and to do the work. Also, too, the last thing before I go, we have literally 20 something days before 2022. So I'm being more generous. I got y'all. I've been getting the DMs and the inboxes about credit repair. I've decided to take the enrollment fee off. No enrollment fee. $99 a month. If you need credit repair, shoot me a DM. My team will get you squared away. We get people in houses. We get people in cars. We get the medical off, the student loans off, the collections off. So don't send me no personal questions. Just send me a DM, get on my calendar, and we will make sure you're walking into 2022 with what you desire to do. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. Make sure you text me too. Text the word money to 980-293-6012.